and first slogan. I pay tribute to His Highness Nawab Sir Muhabbat Khan Ji for his contributions and sacrifices for Pakistan. I would also like to pay my gratitude to the current Nawab of Junagadh State, His Highness Nawab Jahangir Khan Ji, that His Highness has dedicated all of his life for the cause of Junagadh State, just like his predecessors. Ladies and gentlemen, some words are often used for different personalities, but there are only a few people who really deserve those words. It is not a formality, but General Ehsanul Haq is truly a visionary and intellectual. Your presence is highly regarded, sir. Undoubtedly, it is an honor for the conference, Muslim Institute, and for myself. I am very thankful to you, sir. Thank you. I am very pleased that the keynote speech of the conference is being delivered by Honorable Advocate Ahmad Bilal Sufi. As per my knowledge, mainly 3 institutes in Pakistan were working on the issue of Junagadh before the revival of the new political map of Pakistan last year. Being a chairman of Muslim Institute, I will name Muslim Institute as one of them. Nazriya Pakistan Trust, under the supervision of late Majid Nizami Sahib, was the second such institute. The third institution was Research Society of International Law, headed by Advocate Ahmad Bilal Sufi. The working of his institute in the legal dimension of the issue of Junagadh is unparalleled to any other institute. Sir, I appreciate your work as well as your presence in this conference. I am also thankful to all the worthy panelists, academicians, and researchers of today's conference. Special thanks to those guests who traveled from different parts of the country to join this conference. I am also thankful to all the honorable chairs of all academic sessions for their commitment and contribution. I am also specially thankful to the Conference Academic Committee, Professor Dr. Samina Awan, Professor Dr. Mujib Ahmed, Dr. Sajid Awan, Dr. Farooq Ahmed Dar, and Dr. Fakhr Bilal. Without their input and efforts, especially of Dr. Mujib Ahmed, this conference would not have dawned with flying colors. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the government of Pakistan deserves appreciation for the revival of the new political map of Pakistan and reiterating its commitment for the national cause of Junagadh. However, more multidimensional efforts are needed. The Authority on International Law in Pakistan, Advocate Ahmad Bilal Sufi, and the Junagadh desk of Muslim Institute have found that Pakistan's argument on Junagadh supports Kashmir cause. His Highness Nawab Jahangir Khan Ji and many other scholars and political scientists are also of the same view. Therefore, Pakistan should take the case of Junagadh along with the case of Kashmir, and Junagadh case should not be ignored at any cost. Interestingly, in the early years, this was the foreign policy of Pakistan that was devised as per the vision of Father of the Nation, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and first Prime Minister Honorable Nawabzada Liaquat Ali Khan. I would refer the letter of Foreign Minister of Pakistan to the United Nations dated January 20, 1948, which categorically states that Kashmir question would be discussed first as a particular case of the general India-Pakistan dispute. But this would not mean that consideration of the other issues in the Pakistan complaint would be postponed until consideration of the Kashmir question had been completed. So, Pakistan should take both the cases simultaneously. Pakistani media has been playing a constructive role to educate the masses regarding the issue of Junagadh and promote the national narrative of Pakistan worldwide. I would like to extend my gratitude across the board to all the media channels, anchor persons, cameramen, reporters, newspaper editors, columnists, and all those who have been contributing to this national cause. I would like to specially thank the famous Azizi for raising awareness regarding the issue of Junagadh in his own unique style. Being the Diwan of Junagadh state, I hope that more work would be done in this regard by our media. I would like to thank all the participants of this conference for sparing their time and joining us today. At the end, I would like to express my appreciation for the volunteers and management teams of Muslim Institute, especially Mr. Ahmed Raza, Mr. Asif Tanveer Awan Advocate, and Usman Hassan for their hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. To briefly introduce the academic work of today's conference, I would like to invite Honorable Dr. Mujib Ahmed. He is currently serving as Associate Professor at Department of History and Pakistan Studies, International Islamic University, Islamabad. Dr. Mujib Ahmed.
Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. First of all, on behalf of the Muslim Institute, I would like to welcome all you in Islamabad for the conference on this very present day of September. As far as the history of the academic work of the conference is concerned, the idea of this first ever national conference on the issue of Junagadh was discussed and finalized in the third week of March this year. The first step was to issue call for papers, which was done on 8th of April. The deadline for abstracts submission was June 1st. In response to our call for papers, we received almost 35 abstracts, which were reviewed by the conference academic committee, comprising of following members, including myself. We have the pleasure to be accompanied by Professor Dr. Samina Awan, Chair, Department of History, Allama Iqbal, Open University, Islamabad; Dr. Sajid Mahmood Awan, Acting Director, National Institute of Historical and Cultural Research, Quaid-e-Azam University, Islamabad; Dr. Farooq Ahmed Dar, Department of History, Quaid-e-Azam University, Islamabad; and Dr. Fakhr Bilal, Department of History, Quaid-e-Azam University, Islamabad. The committee in its meeting held on 17th of June, after blind review, approved 31 abstracts. Few of them were accepted as they were submitted. However, some were recommended, some suggestions and revision for the rest of the abstracts. The final paper submission from accepted abstracts were requested by the 15th of August, and we received full papers. That number was 24 papers. These papers were again reviewed by the Conference Academic Committee in its meeting held on the 31st of August, and excluding inaugural and concluding sessions, we decided to have 4 academic sessions. The conference detailed program and abstract books are with you. All the papers which are going to be presented in the conference will be again reviewed by an academic committee, and after proper editing, a book will be published consisting of the selected papers. So this is a short history of the academic works, and thank you, all of you, being part of this national cause. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Our next keynote speaker is Honorable Mr. Ahmed Bilal Sufi. He